Following program may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
Views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
We think it's the banning of
We
speech.
are
First Amendment protected
anonymous.
material.
And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Ah, yes! Finally kicked those fuckers off the air!
It's about goddamn time. I got sick of those fucks.
Yeah, that G.J. Jerkman and Maxwell Silverhammer with all their goddamn anti-corporate
You know what?
talk.
I'm just be happy. We're gonna go celebrate right now. I think we should go do some golf and butt fuck one another.
Oh, that's the greatest! I'm ready. Hold on. Go get in the car here.
Get the hell in the other side. Another side. There you go.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, this is a great day.
I'm gonna start it up now. You ready?
These bastards.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Bora Bora, here we go.
It's the STIM Radio Show.
Maxwell Silverhammer, G.J. Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motor. Do you smell fire? I think somebody lit a cigarette. No, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9, cause the STEM radio fam, they ahead of their time. And now it's lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call HQ. Hey, win for you, a musical genius, man. They can't paint it like a face is. But if the content is making you sick, take some Dayquil. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that irks me.
Welcome to STIM Radio Monday night with the whitest cracker in town, Maxwell Silverhammer.
Yes, bitches! Welcome to the shit that fucking cocksucking irks me. I am Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm G.J. Jerkman.
Yeah. So, you know what? I've decided against the goatee.
I noticed you shaved.
I shaved. I was just like, you know, I was feeling scruffy, and I just didn't, I don't know.
Didn't like the feel of it?
Yeah, and G Motors was telling me what a pain in the ass they are to maintain. So,
Okay.
you know, I was like, fuck it, man.
Motors is telling you that they can be, I guess. Not
I'm going to put this back on. I've heard this already.
Yeah, I heard it do it too. Yeah,
Clicking out already.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I put its condom back on. So, anyway, yeah, he was saying it's a bitch to maintain, and you really got to keep it shaved and do all this other crazy shit. So I was like, okay, you
it
know.
depends on what you like. Really, is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, there was that time. You remember I had a mustache.
I remember.
You know?
You look great in it.
Yeah, I was just awesome, wasn't I?
Yeah, I was polite, right?
Well, yeah, I appreciate that. Actually, no, I
you
don't.
don't look like any one of the village people or anything.
But yeah, you know, then trying to grow it again, it just kind of makes me feel kind of juvenile too. You know, like,
Right.
you know, I'm not in college anymore. I'm not trying to find my identity.
But then again, keep in mind who asked you to do that.
A guy who's in college. Well, at first I thought, well, maybe I could do it. We'll see, you know. And then I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I don't know, you know, what do I need to do? Why do I need to prove
Yeah,
anything?
you just shave. It's easier for you instead of trying to maintain it, right? Because you
Yeah.
just shave clean. It's easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Gone.
It's like my head, same thing.
Right.
You know, people don't understand that. They're like, I remember when I was in high school, a lot of people used to say, why don't you grow some hair?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it was everybody. It was students. It was teachers.
Did you tell them you can't? You're pretty much bald on the top?
Well, now I'm pretty much bald on the top.
But you wasn't then.
But at one time, yeah, I had a full head of hair. But the thing was, it was a bitch to maintain. You know, trying to keep it combed, and you got to mousse it, and then part of it would be moussed, and part of it would be fucking all over the place. It was bad.
Oh, yeah, Ron wanted me to tell you that you're one cool dude.
Oh, I'm one cool dude?
Something like that.
Thanks, Ron,
He
man.
doesn't really know you, so if he did, he would be like, what an asswipe. But I figure I'll pass
I am
that on
one
to
cool
you.
dude, because you know why? I am one cool dude. That's why.
Yeah, okay.
I am. I'll show
You
you.
are the cool dude.
I'll show you how fucking cool I am.
Okay, show us how cool you are.
All right, so here's a story about some stupid niggas.
That's cool.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I'm walking the other night, Saturday night, and, you know, G Motors is upstairs, and I was like, I'm going to go take the trash down real quick. So I walk down, And remember the black girl, Lisa, from my complex that, I rubbed her feet a few times and got a little toe play from her and whatnot.
Toe play.
And she was the one, remember a few years ago that, came by 3 separate times in one night with 3 separate friends.
Yes,
And
I remember that.
Remember you were saying, man, I think they were casing you out.
I think they were casing your place to rip you the hell off.
Yeah, and then like a week later, somebody tries to break in,
Wow, what a coincidence,
Yeah,
right?
I know. That's just too amazing, And so here it is. I'm walking to the trash, and she's on her balcony. And when she's drunk, by the way, when she sees me. And she goes, hey, Maxwell. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? And she's like, nothing. I'm single now. And I'm like,
today?
Yeah, this was Saturday when she said it. I was like, oh, yeah? I was like, well,
that's the big boob black girl?
Yeah, I don't know if you'd seen her.
No, I don't know.
I don't think you ever saw her, but anyway, she's like, I'm single now. I'm like, oh, okay, And I was like, how come you don't come over anymore? And she's like, I got kind of mad at you because you accused me of doing something that I didn't do. And I said, well, wait a minute, what are you talking about? She was like, remember, you accused me of people breaking in your house. And I said, hold on, I never said that to you. What are you talking about? And she was like, well, like one time, when you were leaving with your friend, I came up to the window and I said hi to you. And you asked me if anyone had you told me someone tried to break in your house. And you asked me if someone tried to break in my house. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's just me being neighborly. What's wrong with that? And she was like, well, yeah, but then the next time I came over, you were real short with me and like you didn't want to see me or you didn't want to talk to me. And I was like, well, I was having dinner and I had to leave soon, so I couldn't really have company. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't anything personal. And she was like, well, I was over. Then I love how they start making up shit too. Or I don't know if they make up shit or they just like a selective memory. She was like, well, no, I was over 2 times and you were rude to me. I was like, I wasn't rude to you. I said the first time I remember. I remember when that happened, but I don't remember another time. And she was like, nah, but you just seemed like you didn't want to talk to me. And, I thought you were accusing me of that break-in. And I'm thinking, well, I never said anything about a break-in. So how was I, what I'm saying? So why would you jump to that if you aren't guilty in some way? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I was like, come on, Lisa. I was like, I wouldn't, if I accused you of something, I mean, well, I don't know why you're jumping to that so quick. And she was just like, well, and then she talked about coming over later. Of course, she never did because she was fucking drunk and I knew it.
And she just wanted info.
Yeah, probably. So, but I mean, goddamn, how fucking stupid do they think we are?
Apparently, they find you pretty damn dumb.
Yeah, even after the fact, like, come on, man, you brought this shit up, like, you could have just said nothing, and been like, why were you rude to me, or whatever, or I noticed you act like you don't want to talk to me, or something, but you brought up the break-in, but like G Motor says, alcohol makes you speak the truth sometimes.
Sometimes, hell, it gets you laid and gets you the truth out about you.
Yeah, about you.
Women that drink, you get laid from them pretty much. That's pussy serum there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And anybody else, they'll tell you the truth.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, even women will start telling the truth a little bit when you get them drunk.
Well, yeah. That's what I'm saying. The true colors come out. They'll lay you quicker than shit when they're telling you they're. I'm not that easy. 3 drinks, they're really easy.
Put some liquor in you and you're ready to suck dick. Do all kinds of shit. Well, that's why I'm thinking like. My old assistant never really wanted to drink with me. I noticed that because there were times I'd say, well, maybe we should go get a beer afterwards. Oh, no, I'm going to go home. Because, like, maybe if we start drinking, some shit would happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, always wonder. So, yeah, stupid nigga shit. I don't understand why you said that,
Actually, I didn't.
Yeah, I know. I never accused her, not to her face.
Right.
Now, the only thing, Mac Metro pointed this out. He was like, well, is it possible you were talking on your phone?
She heard
or
you?
To somebody. And he's like, you do talk pretty fucking loud, and maybe she heard you. So, but I doubt it.
I doubt that, too.
That was just...
You'd have to be outside doing it, really, wouldn't you?
Pretty much. I mean, you can't really...
Were you walking around outside talking about it?
Never. No, just for that reason. You know what I'm saying? So, matter of fact, I was always very careful about that, just because,
Right.
Like, I'd never be out on my balcony. If I am on my balcony, I'm not talking about that.
Right.
You know,
Wouldn't make any sense.
And as a matter of fact, there was one night I was out on my balcony, and I was talking to somebody, and I was drinking, and she said hi to me, and I said, "Oh, hey, Lisa, I haven't seen you in a while. You know, how come you haven't come over or something?" And she said something about being busy or some bullshit. So, yeah, the fact she brought up the burglary, you know, it's like, oh, yeah, it's interesting. You didn't have to go there, but you did, you know. Just dumb nigga shit, I guess. Saying dumb nigga shit, doing dumb nigga shit.
So you're going to bring her over to bang her?
Maybe. Well,
wow.
You know, I mean, if now my place is pretty much proofed.
You think?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, you want to sit there and fight with that steel door, have fun, or if
But
you,
remember, they didn't go through the steel door.
well, there was no steel door there at the time. Remember?
But they didn't go through the steel door, so
No, at the time, but there wasn't
balcony.
There. Right, but that door wasn't. Remember, there's a steel door on my balcony too. Now,
Yeah.
there wasn't at the time.
True.
So there now is. Plus, there's also a shotgun in the closet.
So, yeah.
So if they,
So you're gonna fuck her and then shoot her?
yeah, well, if she tries to break in, shit. Not, I'll just shoot her with one thing.
Oh, you're gonna? Oh, you disgusting son of a creepola!
Yeah, I'll shoot her with my fucking. I'll shoot her with my shotgun.
Wow.
My nut gun.
You got problems.
I do. Yeah, because she definitely made it a point to tell me she was single. I'm single now. So, and supposedly she was a vaginal vulture. 'Cause she was living.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, she was living with a chick. Remember, that was the whole thing. And she said, you know, girl, I think I'm gonna try a man one time. So, you know.
So now she wants to try a man.
Come over and try a man.
You.
Well, she's.
Shouldn't she find one first?
Yeah, he's next door.
Look at you go with your badass self.
Well, she never came over. She said she was going to come over that night, but she never did. So, you know, fuck.
You didn't get any then.
Yeah, I didn't get any. Oh, well, who cares? And neither did the burglars. So I guess it's even. So, I wonder why the fuck they would do. Why would you send somebody to go burglarize your neighbor's house? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't shit where you eat. Oh, wait, we're talking about niggas now. Kabaduba. Let's go burglarize my neighbor's house. That's going to be smart. He'll never. And then I think you were right. You put, you know, the whole blind thing. They think, you know.
No, you were an easy mark, they thought.
He blind. He don't know nobody there. You break in the house and steal shit while he there.
Yep.
He won't even notice.
He won't even see your ass.
Damn.
Shit is.
Dumb jungle fucking bunny shit.
Well, I don't even think it's all that. I just think it's just anybody nowadays. If they're all got the same kind of stupid ass attitude.
Yeah.
They're dumbasses. They think because they're that stupid, they think people are even. They think they're smart.
Yeah.
So people are below them, or actually, they think are dumb. But
Yeah, true. Well, I guess there's a lot of people. I mean, you get white trash that think like that too.
that's what I'm saying. So they think they're rocket scientists.
I mean, hell, fuck! Look at bitch that stole my credit card.
Yeah.
You know, like I wouldn't notice that. You know, all the other cards in my wallet are turned around and, you know, out of order, and I'm just like, wait a fucking minute, how is this possible? So yeah, I guess, you know, when you blind, you dumb.
You blind, you dumb.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, keep thinking that.
Dumb blindy.
You keep thinking that, man. So, here's another dumb nigga thing. This is a paratransit deal. I got picked up, and I was at Summerlin Hospital because there was an event this weekend. Mm-hmm. So we didn't drive far. We pull up to a complex, to a gate, and the guy enters a code, and nothing happens. And he goes, man, this code don't work. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I thought, well, we're picking somebody up, and whoever you called and set up the ride fucked up and gave you the wrong code. Mm-hmm. So we're sitting there waiting. Finally, somebody lets us in the gate. And then we're driving around the complex, and then he says, man, where's the clubhouse at? And see, I have it on my thing to have them just drop me at the clubhouse. It's just easier for the drivers. Otherwise, they drive around looking for the building number, and that shit gets stupid. You know, so I figured, you know, to avoid any confusion, have them drop me at the clubhouse, right? So I'm like, wait a minute. You're driving around the complex, this complex, and I said, wait, are you dropping me off? He was like, yeah, I'm taking you home. I'm like, this isn't my home, man. We're a long way from my home. And he's like, really? Aren't you at? And he gave the address. I said, yeah, dude, that's over on the east side. And he was like, oh, wait a minute. And then he looks at his manifest. Apparently, this was somebody who canceled their ride but yet he still had that address. Thought that was my address that I was going to.
Wow.
Paratransit, man, I'm telling you. It's like it takes a special person to drive for them.
And they seem to have found them all.
I'm telling you, it's the short bus for the drivers, not the fucking passengers. It's like, man. Or then I had this driver today, and why is this? Why do you only go to one place? And then I get on the bus. I was actually at a speaking event, and I was going back to work. Right. So the driver says to me, I guess he's picked me up at the station before. He's like, you going to the radio station? I'm thinking, dude, even if okay, think back. When I would go to the station, it was always at night, wasn't it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I live at the radio station. Like, that's all I do. Right. I have one place that I go. That's the one single place. And so...
Yeah, rocket scientists.
Yeah, okay.
The world is now full of them.
Yeah, I know. It's full of stuff. Like I said, I don't think those concentration camps are a bad idea.
You know? Well, you may not be that far off from that really happening, but the problem is we'll be the ones to go first. Trust me, they don't take the dum-dums out first.
That's true. They take the smart people.
Yes. So be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. Well, that's wow. Yeah. They're using it on the wrong person. You know?
Well, they're going to. Why would they want to take all the smart? Why would they want to take the dumb people out that are willing to follow and do whatever they want?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Those are the robots, huh?
We would be the ones that they exterminate.
Damn. Too bad. Well, let's start it, man. Let's start a little globalist revolution.
Think about it. When they go to war, who do they take? They take the smart young people.
That's true.
Not the dumbasses.
Yeah, that's true. The old dumb fucks that are sitting around.
Yeah, they just sit around and multiply.
Well, yeah, fuck them. We need to start our own little revolution.
Really?
Yeah, we take the stupid people.
Okay.
We build our own concentration camps for dumb people. Shit, Adolf was a single guy. He was a one-man team for a while and got people behind him, right?
That's all bullshit. He had people. He rose to power because of the people behind him that pushed him that way. He was just a scapegoat.
Oh, there we go. Well, we just need to befriend some globalists who'll back us up.
There you go.
Like we'll
love globalists.
Yeah, we'll make fun with the Rothschilds and Rockefellers.
Oh yeah, they'll invite us right in because we're so filthy rich.
We are, Charlie Jucklebuck.
We'll just go in and talk like this. We'll let us in right away.
Hey, wait a minute. We'll get those guys in.
I'm like, I got some ideas. It involves skin and curtains.
And concentration camps and gas chambers. What do you guys think?
What I'm thinking this time is make them suffer. Put them in a room with Max and let them fart for like 5 days.
There's your gas chamber.
Yeah.
I'm the human gas chamber. That's what I'll be. Oh, shit. So, yeah, that was... fuck. Well, you deal with enough medical people. I'm just all over the fucking place tonight.
Yeah, I noticed. You got like issues.
Man, dude, I'm always having issues. You know that.
What the hell's wrong with you lately?
I don't know. Lately?
You need a shrink or something? Or you think that maybe you are lost?
Lost?
Yeah, maybe what's truly going on in your mind right now is you're just confused. You're so much wanting, different lifestyle that it's confusing you. You're grasping for different things at different times.
Yeah.
You're just not fulfilled. You're like an empty Twinkie.
Without the filling?
Without the filling.
Yeah. Well, you think I'm grasping? That's interesting.
Yeah. I have noticed that. Yeah. I think a little bit of it is kind of you're grabbing for different things. I think you feel, I don't know, you seem like you're lacking something somewhere.
Maybe.
And now you're kind of grasping at different things. Just because you're looking to fill that emptiness and you're just not sure what it is.
Yeah, you're kind of right.
Yeah,
actually, I'm not going to argue with you on that one.
Yeah, I just think that you're just not sure what it is, and this is the way you're going to find it by trying to talk about it enough and get it out and hit it on the head with a hammer.
Yeah, we'll be right back, bitches.
That's right, we won't.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil, I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your core like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money? You can talk to me, you can talk to me, we got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. I love you. You are my girl. Hip-hop bangers like. Hip-hop bangers like.
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks, life.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We
speech.
are
First Amendment protection
anonymous.
material.
And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerk Man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Back to the STIM Radio Show with the man with super smelling. He can smell his own ass from a mile away. Here's Maxwell.
Well, actually, I don't have to do it a mile away. I just, scratch my taint and smell my fingers. And
Wow, you're talented.
I know. I'm good, aren't I?
You're very good.
I'm great when I want to be. So this was an interesting premise you came up with at the end of the last segment.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
So you think that I'm
grasping. I think you don't know what you're missing. And you're trying to figure out what that is.
Yeah, I think you might be right, actually.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you do get that, like...
Well, everything's going good for you. I mean, it's not like you've got a good job, you've got your health, you got a nice place, you got this and that, but I think you're missing something. You just don't know what it is because you're happy.
Right. Well, that's it. Sometimes when you're happy, you're more fucked up.
Yeah, because you don't know what the hell. There's one little craving you may have, and you're like, what the fuck could it be? I've got all I want.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, you know what? It's probably someone to date,
Yeah.
I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's mostly what I'm thinking. As a matter of fact, before the show tonight, I was outside, and I was going through my contacts. And I started taking people out.
You wear contacts?
Yeah, I do.
didn't know that.
They make my eyes beautiful.
Man.
but I was going through my contacts in my phone, and I was like taking people out. You know what I'm saying? That I haven't talked to in a while, or at one point I was like, okay, this motherfucker, kind of came into my life at a shitty time, so I think I'm gonna take their ass out. Then I'm gonna take this person out, and maybe it'll clear out for some new people or something.
So you're doing some spring cleaning in a way.
Sort of, yeah.
Maybe that's what it is because, it's not like you don't have Tootsie Toes to talk to back and forth and stuff, but I think maybe you're lacking that touch and communication, that kind of feel and springtime always does that to men.
You're just like,
but you get this kind of man.
And Tootsie Toes hasn't been on the site in a little while too, so it's been a couple weeks.
And you always kind of around springtime because it's a fresh new feeling, and you always want that fresh new one to squeeze onto, or
right. You're like, okay, fresh and new, everything's blooming.
Yeah.
I'm ready for something new.
Spring fever.
So yeah, that's what it is. It is spring fever.
Yeah. I used to get it all the time. If I wasn't with somebody, I would constantly get it. I'd be like, whoa, oh God, I need a woman.
Yeah, mine would be. Well, you know when I get my worst bouts of it, I think, during the summer.
Summer?
Yeah, because I think, people were at the pool. And
people are out doing things, enjoying time together. And
right, and it's kind of, it's
there
right
you
about
are-
that time.
and there
and-
you are jacking off all by yourself.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm going to go home and I'm just going to jack off.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So, but you know what? I think, and I was thinking about this too. Some stories people tell me about bad relationships, kind of like when you tell me all the time, oh, well, you do that because it's safe.
Yeah.
You're talking to that person because it's safe. And you might be right about that too.
Yeah.
Because, fuck, honestly, my thing is I just don't want to get into something and then,
Have it go bad.
yeah, make this major commitment to the person, and then it goes totally shitty. I was talking to Steve last night and he was telling me about his first wife, and she did some fucked up shit. He told me that she actually tried to run him down with the car.
Yeah, they all get crazy. They're women.
God damn. Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
They've got no choice. It's like a button in their head.
Obviously, well, see, that's it. Because I'd be really fucked. I'd be at their mercy, pretty much, if they went crazy.
Oh, like you wouldn't like that.
Hey, it's one thing in the bedroom, another thing out in the fucking, the major parts of life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's one thing about the bed, next about the automobile.
Yeah, well, yeah, when it starts crossing over into your actual life, when you're
that
running
can
me
become
over,
a problem.
trying to chase me down with cars and fucking, throwing knives at me and shit, then we got a problem. I don't know. I am very afraid of that, though, man. Seriously, that's a big fear of mine. That I don't want to get into a relationship with somebody,
right?
And let's say I move out of my place and we get a place together, and everything's great, and I think this person's going to be the one,
and it doesn't
then
happen.
they turn into a fucking complete.
Because no matter what, no matter how great the relationship is, there's things in it you're gonna fucking hate and think, oh God, why did I get in another fucking relationship?
Well, okay, I can understand things you hate. Everybody has shit you hate. But at the same time, I don't want something to where it becomes like dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Where now I'm at somebody's whim, and they hate me.
She brings out the weed whacker to whack you in the head with or something.
Yeah, they're fucking trying to cut my dick off with the weed whacker or something. Just
that's kind of just right to the point, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, but
cut your dick off with a weed whacker.
It could happen.
It could.
Somebody could get that.
And if it does, I'll be happy to say, hey, I know that guy. Got to get his dick weed whacked.
Shit, that's what I'm afraid of. those are the things that I'm just like.
I'll be on the news going, yeah, I know him.
Yeah, so you can see my apprehension to a degree.
Yes, I can.
And why I pick, sort of safe things that I can be like, all right, well, let me see here.
But the problem is, and here's where the catch-22 is, safe things are never satisfying.
Huh, yeah, that's true.
They can't, if they're too safe, they're not that satisfying.
And you're right.
You're not going to go to an amusement park and just eat cotton candy and not hit a ride or something and feel a little bit of...
And puke.
Yeah.
Right.
Feel a little bit of the daringness or the part that kind of brings you into, wow, mine's going too. It must be the board.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to have to check out the board.
Do a little work in there, huh?
Yeah.
A little soldering, huh?
All right, maybe I'll shut it down and blow it out some.
Oh, I know you do that all the time, don't you?
Yeah.
Shut it down and blow it out?
Sure.
So
if you really want to go there, we can start that battle. I'm okay with it.
I'm waiting for a, really? You fuck?
I knew what you were wanting. That's why I didn't give it to you. I'm like a bad relationship. I know what you want. You ain't getting it.
This is like marriage now.
Yeah.
You know what I want?
I'm not giving it to you.
You're gonna fuck with me about it. But well, and you were starting to say something. Oh, safe things not being satisfying.
Safe things are not always that satisfying. I mean, it's okay to have a norm of something that you do all the time and you feel, but if you don't step out of that comfort zone a little bit once in a while, you don't feel like you're living.
Yeah, and maybe that's my problem. I'm too routine.
Yeah.
In some ways, So, but I guess there's my, I'm so afraid of change.
Right.
And things being fucked up that like I hate that feeling of your life being turned upside down.
Right.
Where you're just like, damn. Oh, is that you over there messing around?
No.
Oh, that's just.
That's the board.
It's doing what it's doing. Okay.
Doing its thing.
Okay. But yeah, my fear of change, I hate that feeling of, your life being turned upside down so much.
Right.
That any little thing, any little possible threat of that, I'm like, okay, I'm going to stay away from that. This is why I've never lived with anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I can understand it. Yeah.
You
And there are certain things that, even in this day and age for me, it's been, like I said, a long time. I was in a relationship, for 12 years.
Yeah.
And then 3 years by myself. And now I'm in another relationship, very happy, but there's some things in it that I just scratch my head once in a while and go, I got to adjust to this. Yeah. I'm not used to this.
Oh yeah, well, and that's cool, but those aren't bad things that are gonna be detriments to your relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the difference. The stuff that you got going on,
yeah,
might be little things that are just like kind of irky, but at the same time, they're not gonna ruin your life.
No. I mean, it's one of those things where no matter who you're with, you've got that adjustment period of certain things that you may not be used to, or something they're not used to. So it's a little bit out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
That adjustment time kicks in.
See, but for me, my comfort zone is my independence.
Well, see, and that's the whole thing. That is for a lot of people, but when one independence comes up to another independence, there's always that adjustment period.
Yeah.
You have to, because you may not like what their independence stands for, and they may not like what yours does. So you have to try to find that happy medium.
Right.
Or it destroys the relationship. Bottom line.
Well, sometimes you get that shit too, like where everything seems right, and you're like, okay, I can roll with this. This person's working for me.
And then it doesn't seem so right.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden you move in with them or something. Well, and shit gets weird.
But
that's what I'm afraid of.
And that's where, like I said, toleration, compromise, and understanding kicks in.
Wow, those are 3 traits I don't have.
You're fucked, my friend.
You know that's
no,
true.
You're not fucked.
That's true. I'm Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, compromise is one thing. And what was the third one you said?
Tolerance,
compromise,
and understanding.
Oh yeah, man. So those are two big ones: tolerance and understanding.
And that comes with any relationship. I mean, it's just the way it is. There are some times that you'll scratch your head and stuff if you're not used to it too.
Yeah. Okay, but see, then on other occasions though, people tell me how fucking patient I am, like how I stuck it out that long with Shell. A lot of people are like, I can't believe you fucking did.
But that's because you were stuck to a familiar.
Oh, there we go.
Once again, was a comfort zone and a routine that you wanted and was used to.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That's the dude I texted earlier.
Yeah, so that's what that was, and you stayed that long, not because you wanted to. It's because you had to. That's where you stay.
Right. I felt okay. This is good.
You didn't care if you loved her. You didn't care if she loved you. You didn't give a shit about the relationship. It was comfort.
Right, exactly. I got meals made for me. I got my house cleaned. I know where this is coming from.
Piece of ass, whatever you were doing, you felt comfortable with.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So really, and what we always say, and I've said it before, really the ideal woman for me would be somebody that would make me step out of that comfort zone.
Yeah.
So,
well, you think.
Well,
you'll find out.
Koala definitely made me step out of the comfort zone. I mean, look at all the traveling I was doing. Look at all the other shit we were doing. Stuff that I normally didn't do. So she wanted to go river rafting and do shit like that, which was fine. That was cool. But it was just stuff that I wasn't used to doing, So I kind of had to, but it was great. And I would, even now, I'll tell you, that was probably one of the best relationships I've been in,
Right.
So that's kind of, I guess, what I'd be looking for.
But, like I said, that's the whole thing. If that's what you're worried about, then yeah. I mean, you're to the point where you're gonna have to take one or the other. Either stay where you're at and find a satisfying place for that you don't want that extra, or take that jump because there's always going to be that thing.
Yeah. Well, nothing's really made me want to jump yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There really hasn't been that opportunity for jumpage either.
Well, that's because you stayed in a comfort zone. You stayed in, and I'm going to be the one to flat out tell you stayed in twinkle toe zone.
Well, I mean that's who I'm interested in.
Yeah, but you're not. You are, but you're not. She's a safety for you.
Well, but if she was here, I would.
No, you wouldn't be. Because she's not doing it. She's not moving any further ahead than that, and you damn well know it, and it's a safety zone for you.
Well, yeah, but there's stuff I like about her.
Yeah, but what if she was here? What if she was here?
If she was here, I think we would be dating.
You think
so? I think that would be, for me at least. I don't know, maybe.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think for her.
Huh.
I told you what I felt. I picked up on some things, and I know it's to be true.
Well, and you might be right.
Yeah.
But, I would definitely be into... I would want to date her. You know what I'm saying? I would like to take...
But that situation's not upon you, and it won't be, and you know that. So she's a safety zone right now. You may have fell in love with the fact, not that you don't like the stories or a conversation.
Oh, I just wasn't...
But you jumped in it from the beginning because of the stories. You liked the stories.
Well, and then I read about her.
But then you saw a safety zone, too. So you fell in love with a safety zone like you usually do.
Huh. So you say what I wind up going for are usually safety zone things?
Yeah, you're jumping on safety zones. And hey, I know, I've been there, I've done it. Like I said, me and Humvee, we're working out our, I stick to safety.
Yeah, true.
But then again, Jesus Christ, I'm fucking what, 145? I mean, shit.
Right, you'd be dead soon. So what the fuck?
I mean, for me, so it's kind of like there's certain things I got to get used to. She's of a different generation than me. We've got things that,
What about well, okay, but like what about koala? Koala wasn't really a safety zone, but I was all over that.
Well, that's because that was something that you wanted from a long time ago.
Right.
You have not jumped into anybody new that hasn't been a safety zone except for what's her name? Bumble Yumblebee Gumblebowl.
Oh, what, a few years ago?
Yeah, but that was out of desperation. You were
that
horny.
was desperate. Yeah, it was desperation.
You jumped into that because of desperation. It had nothing more to do with that. You wasn't really truly looking for a late relationship, but because she was giving you what you wanted,
right?
You jumped into it.
This will work.
Yeah, it'll work. You were kind of like, well, if you don't have plaster, I'll use toothpaste to patch up the wall.
Well, but here's the thing, though. In my defense, nobody really has. I haven't met anybody, at least lately, that's made me go, damn. I want to.
But you haven't looked.
But you don't see when
you really haven't. You haven't done anything to find anybody. I mean, nobody comes in here truly.
Right.
Nobody's really coming into your job truly.
No.
And what do you do?
Well, I do outreach. I mean, I'm out in the public.
But then when you're in the public, you're mostly looking for. You're doing your job.
I'm working. Yeah.
Right. You're not truly looking to go out. You're not going out and spending time trying to find somebody.
See, but I think when you do that, though, every time I've gone out to chase something, not just relationships, but jobs or whatever, I never get it. Matter of fact, it eludes me even more. So I figure if I just kick back, it'll come when it's time.
It may. In this day and age, though, it's harder because a lot of people are online doing it now.
Yeah, I just don't want to get on anymore.
Well, I understand that, but that's what I'm saying. So that took that out of the equation. That makes it even harder now to find somebody.
Yeah, I mean, if I get horny or whatever, I guess I could jump on a dating site. But really, is it worth all that bullshit?
It's not. That's the whole thing. Because it's not going to be satisfying.
Right.
You're just going to bust a nut you can do by yourself.
Sure.
Okay, there's a little bit of a different feeling. I understand that. But at the same time, it's not going to be satisfying to you. So you're going to be running in the same damn circle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So... well,
oh my God!
That's what I'm saying.
Choking up all kinds of stuff here.
Jeremy was here today. I understand.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, I thought you put it up that he was coming.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Oh, okay.
I canceled it. I was going to spend time with Humvee, but didn't work out. She fell asleep.
Oh, okay. So yeah, what do you suggest I do, man?
I don't. It's a complicated thing.
Really. It's on the person, huh?
Yeah, because it is complicated. I mean, for you, your life is totally different from what mine is. It's I found that those dating sites, they blow ass.
Yeah, they do.
They're nothing but a fucking joke.
Yeah, it's if you want to get laid, it's great, but I mean.
But then you don't know what you're bringing in.
That's exactly the point. Yep.
Yeah. So and how me and Humvee met obviously was a
that was
mutual
an accident.
thing.
That was a fluke.
Right.
I think.
And it was, but look how long it took.
Yeah, and again, I don't believe you weren't actively looking per se, when that happened.
No. Well, actually, I kind of was. I was in mode already. I could sense it. I was in I need a woman mode thing.
I think
prepared
you've been there
to move
for a
on.
while, though, man.
Well, I'd been there. I mean, most people, can go into that mode and stuff, but I was actually ready.
Right.
Before, I mean, of course, I would have been like, hey, I always want somebody, who wants to be alone, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But I truly wasn't ready. And I know she sensed that probably. That's probably why she bolted her ass out of here all the time.
Like, oh shit.
And yeah, but so we kind of did our thing, but that doesn't happen that often anymore. It's really rare that honestly happens.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm not just gonna settle for the first thing that shows me interest, you
right?
know? And believe me, I've had some opportunities, and I just haven't bitten them. I mean.
Well, I'm not saying you should just settle because that's not going to be satisfying to you.
No, hell no. No, but it's too bad Tootsie Toes doesn't.
What we need to do is we need to start bringing more women in here.
Yeah.
They say we can meet them, and it's not a bad idea because we can bring people in here. They can see the station like I used to do before at the old place.
Yeah, but how are you meeting those women? A lot of them were off.
Well, yeah, a lot of them were online stuff, and I would be. What I could do is just go onto my Facebook and stuff like that, and invite some people down again, like I used to do. Say, hey, come check out the studio, come hang out with us, have some fun.
Oh yeah,
and
cool.
kind of blah 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 like that.
That might be cool.
And, if anything, sometimes we get look what happened with we brought in Ocelot that way.
Yeah, that's
Ocelot brought into Kia. about a year later.
Yeah, and then Bunny Rabbit, we met her. Well,
Bunny
that
Rabbit,
was sort
she
of
was-
an accident.
Yeah, she was at the station.
She just happened to be there.
Yeah.
So, well, that's what I'm saying. Just most of the things that I've, found that have worked out for me sort of came on accident. I wasn't out looking for them. I wasn't chasing them, and maybe that's it. Maybe I'm chasing. Maybe I'm not actively chasing, but I am chasing.
But see, the whole thing is you it's kind of a catch-22 because you have to open that floodgate for the water to come through.
Sure.
But not all the water is going to be the one you want to drink.
Well,
some may be what you just want to piss and shit in.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. But I guess for me right now, there hasn't been anybody that made me want to open that floodgate.
But without any kind of without any kind of people coming around, you're never going to meet anybody either.
Well, and that's true. That's true.
So that, like I said, there's where the shit hits the fan for you, kind of.
Yeah. Well, something will work out. I guess. Right. It'll come when it's
It
ready.
either will or it won't.
Yeah,
but sometimes you have to take a little bit of an active stance on it. You have to get a little bit active on it too, because I found totally setting back, unless you're in an environment that you can set back and you will meet people, you're not in that kind of environment though. Truly,
it's kind of funny because you think with the job I do, I would meet people, but
well, you think I would have here too. But how many people did I truly meet coming in because they had one set agenda? They came in to do what they were doing and leave.
Right, that's true.
They weren't looking to come in here and go, wow, I think he's cute, or I like him, or blah, blah, blah.
Right.
It was, you come in, you're doing what you're doing, and you leave. You don't look at it. It's not that kind of...
And you're in job mode.
You're in job mode, right.
So your idea is sell them a show.
A lot of people get into job mode, and they're like, hey, they won't mix and mingle that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I've been there. I've had people, at those networking things that there was somebody who was interested in me.
Right.
At the time I was with Shell. So I let her come to the office, but I also let her know that, hey, I'm in work mode. So if you think something's going to go down
in work mode,
you're mistaken.
I think has to do a lot with Red Lobster and some buttered penis.
Oh yeah, of course. Got to bring that in there.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil. I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your car like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money. You can talk to me, you can talk to me, we got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system.
Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund, we have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. I loved you. You were my girl. Hip-hop bangers like. Hip-hop bangers like.
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks, life.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters, so turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We are
First
anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerk Man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
The shit that hurts me.
You're just waiting for me to say something.
I was.
Welcome back to STIM Radio, the only man that masturbates and enjoys playing with it like putty. Here's Maxwell Silverhammer.
Wait, with my dick like putty or the seminal fluid like putty?
The fluid.
Oh, there we go. Well, actually, I make my own ice cream from it.
Well, you're good at that.
Yeah, I do. I just freeze my jizz, you know?
Yeah. It's like an icy.
Yeah, it is. It's an ejaculacy. So, and somebody I will leave nameless was bitching. They were saying, "Oh, you guys are on that again." And here's my response to that. Understand, I don't do this for you. If you happen to be entertained by this shit, that's fine. But I'm not doing it for the people. I'm doing it for me. This is my therapy.
You don't do it for people?
No, this is my therapy, man.
So people tune in to watch your therapy.
Yeah, pretty much. You're watching a guy in therapy is what you're watching. If I want to bitch about some shit, that's what I'm doing.
Right.
And see, that's what people don't understand. Like everybody thinks you want listeners and thinks you want, for me, this is just therapy. And I like if somebody will interject something, but hell, nobody ever does. So what the fuck? It might as well get the shit off my chest and, get some good solutions.
Right.
Some of the best things I've gotten from this show are things that I've learned,
over the years.
Yeah. I've learned so much shit doing the show. So for me, it's been more of a therapy in a school versus, I get listeners. People do shit for the wrong reason. They want the fame or they want the fortune and the glory and the bullshit.
And a lot of people don't realize the entertainment business is not full of fortune and fame.
No,
it
it's
truly
not.
isn't.
No.
I mean, you get your little bit of fame, you may get a little bit of fortune, but most of the time you don't. There's billions of people on this planet, and there's only a handful of true entertainers that are making a lot of money. So you really think you're climbing up those ladders and going to make a buttload of money and become so hugely famous overnight? You are fucking delusional.
No. And those who have done it knew someone or got lucky or something.
And it's like every girl wanting to be a model when they get older.
Yeah.
There's only so many handful of fucking supermodels, and you probably more than likely have a better chance of winning the fucking lottery in Alaska.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Without buying a ticket.
Pretty much.
Than you would to become a model.
All of a sudden somebody calls your house and you've won
the
Alaskan lottery. So in this case, no, this is therapy in school.
Right.
And hell, I'm not in school anymore. And I probably need therapy.
Probably. Hell, you do.
Yeah, see? Everybody tells me that.
That's why you're here.
And so this is what I do. This is my therapy. So, I did get a paratransit driver the other night, all the time. And this chick, of course, was one of these, I got one.
That's really about the only place you're going to meet somebody.
Paratransit?
Paratransit.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, isn't it?
Yeah, because that's truly the only place that's open that's really not, and they are workers, but it's more of a little bit of a personal level So, you have more of a chance meeting somebody there than you would here or at your job.
Isn't that some funny shit?
Yeah.
Beating him on paratransit. No, this was somebody, she was just a driver. She was married, she said, so, I'm not.
Oh, yeah, that stops them all the time.
Well, it stops me.
That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, that throws my brakes on right away. You know that.
People nowadays, if you're in a relationship or you're married and that, most of them, that doesn't mean anything.
Well, I know that, but for me it does.
All right.
Because I still look at that as
long as it does to one of the people in the mix.
Yeah, exactly. That'll throw my brakes on real quick. But anyway, she was one of these, I got one for you. I got a irk, one of those people.
Right.
And she was like, well, what do you talk about? And I guarantee you when I see her next time, she's still not going to have listened to the fucking show.
Right.
Yeah, hell, there was this one, Mr., you need to be up there with the big boys, Rush Limbaugh, Sis Boom Bah, that nigga. So I sent, you remember last time, he was like, well, send me a link to your station or to your show or whatever. Sent him a link. I saw him Saturday. I was like, have you listened to the show yet? Oh, man, no, man, I haven't had time to listen yet. Okay, then get my dick out your mouth, pimpin', So, he basically... but no, she was one of these, I got one for you. What about this? And then of course, she started talking politics, and she's with the Republican Party.
Right.
Well, she was like, I'm Republican, and what do you think of fucking Hillary Clinton? And and I'm like, I don't like any of them. Fuck them. I don't like politics, period. So, and she was just like, yeah, I see what you're saying, but, and then of course, you know, it was always, she had several irks on the way home. Oh, what about this? What about that? And I'm like, yeah, we talked about it. We talked about it. Because, you know, these people that want to give you ideas. I got an idea. I bet you never talked about this on your show before. Yeah, but I'll be talking about you. You're the irk. So, yeah, that was her thing. She was, that was one of my drivers the other night that, you know, had a million fucking irks and ideas and things. And I was just like, yeah, thanks, but no thanks. Don't need them. But, yeah, Mr. fucking, although, I'll tell you this, the Rush Limbaugh, that's what I'll start calling him, Rush Limbaugh, Sis Limbaugh.
Oh, okay.
You know, the one with being up there with the big boys and all this shit. Oh, that's what it was. Because I was coming out, and he was parked way the fuck over by the ramp of the clubhouse. And I started giving him shit. I was like, why are you parked all the way down here, man? You know where I live. And he was like, hey, man, don't get all cranky with me because you're not Rush Limbaugh. And I'm like, oh, yeah, like I don't want to be that fat motherfucker. He was like, hey, man, he's got money and he's got listeners. I'm like, yeah, great for him. I was like, I'll still smoke his ass, you know. And then he was like, what did he say? He said something. Oh, then he starts the whole, yeah, because, you know, your buddies over there on the left, all your good friends on the left, you know, when he's talking his political shit. So then we pick up an older Italian lady, and she gets on the bus, and so then he starts doing, like, Italian shit with her. He's like, yeah, you ever watch The Godfather? She's like, oh, are you kidding me? I know about The Godfather. Let me tell you something. I'm an Italian from Brooklyn. And he's like, well, but then he starts trying to, like, play into it. He's like, oh, yeah? Well, name three of the famous actors that were in Godfather. And she's like, well, that's easy. Al Pacino and blah, 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 you know. And then so he starts the whole, so do you like to hang out in the mafia clubs? And she's like, oh, heck. She's like, you know, I don't mess around with those people. Are you kidding me? What are you're crazy? You know, it's like, oh, of course, because she's Italian. She's got to hang out with mafia people.
Right.
Know? So when she got off the bus, I was like, dude, you like testing people's nuts, don't you? And he was like, well, you know, I just fuck with people. And then he pulled this was kind of funny. Because he's like, well, you know, do you want people to treat you with kid gloves because you have a disability? No, I'd rather bust your balls. I don't care if you have a disability or not. And I'm thinking, oh, really, the disability has to come into play. You aren't just an asshole in general? You know? You're not just somebody who enjoys, like, just fucking with people? Disability has nothing to do with it.
Yes, it does. Everything.
Yeah, it does? All the time?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh,
no matter what happens.
It's always disability.
Always, the disability comes first.
Yeah, I know. Because that's your identity.
That's
right?
your total identity. I mean, and really, we all get labeled with something.
Yeah.
Yours would be a disability. Mine would be I am all talk.
Yeah.
We always get labeled, no matter what. Or if you're going out somewhere, you know, if you tell them what you do, you know, they're automatically going to ask you, well, what way do I trim my poodle? You know, stuff like that.
Well, the radio show thing.
Or that for you.
It's kind of hand in hand for me. It's kind of radio show, but disabled guy that does a radio show. So all of a sudden, you know, it's even more fucking remarkable to them. Like, wow, you know. And
right.
To me, because I'm wondering, like, if I was sighted and I told them I did a radio show, would that change the game? Would they be as dick-ridative about it or not? You know, my thing is like, you haven't even listened to it. How are you going to talk to me about some shit you haven't even listened to? You know, if you've never, you know, even, like I said, I've ridden with several drivers that I've given them the website like 5 times, you know, that I've ridden with them every time. What's your website again? Nigga, I gave it to you 5 fucking times before. Now all of a sudden you want it again? You know, you didn't listen the first 5 times. So I guess I don't know what's so exciting for them. Is it the radio part of it, or is it the, you know, like the fact that I have a disability? And that's the thing I think, too. I think part of it is there's condescension behind it. You know, they say this shit because it's their way of like, oh, let me appease it. Yeah, he's got his little radio show thing there. You know, he's like a blind Howard Stern. You know, let's fucking, you know, let's tickle his taint a little bit and make him happy. And, you know, oh, yeah, man, we'll ask him fuckload of questions about the radio show.
Right.
So, or the other one I get, you know, what'd you talk about tonight? Like and honestly, I don't always remember because we're on so much shit. You heard us jumping, I was jumping around,
right?
You know, and I was like, well, fuck, you know, we're on a lot of shit. Listen to the show, you'll hear, you know.
But they would rather tell you what they'd like to hear you talk about, but not listen to it.
Right, exactly, or ask questions about it and just talk about it. It's like, why would you don't talk about something you didn't go listen to? It doesn't make sense to me. You know, if I had no interest in the shit, and you know, I mean, fuck, some of those drivers act like if I offered them to just pull the bus over and let them suck my dick, they do it. So, you know, it's like, yeah, well, if you're so interested in what we're doing, then why don't you listen to it? Why don't you figure out what it is?
I teased her earlier, so now she's not coming until 9.
Oh, nigga, you didn't tell me what we were going to do, did you?
No. I don't know if I told you this, but earlier we were talking about having sex and this and that. And I said, oh, maybe we should wait till Wednesday. She thought I meant I'm not coming over till Wednesday now. Oh. So she was there texting me, and she's like, wait a minute. You want me to come? Well, yeah, I was just teasing you about holding off sex till Wednesday. Yeah,
that's the whole joke of it. Like,
yeah.
I was just being funny.
So she was home sitting reading and not...
Oh, wow.
So now she goes, well, I'll try to be there by 9.
Okay, so that's from a previous text, I guess, huh? That she
well, yeah, she just started texting me again now.
Oh, yeah, man. That's fuck. Got to text during the radio show, you know.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, we're doing it. It's on Facebook. I always have my Facebook open.
Facebook shit. Okay.
Because I got tons over here from Ron too. He's saying a lot of stuff. It's hard for me to keep looking down and looking back up, and so.
Is he commenting on the show, or is
he always says stuff.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Jealous and the feeling of inadequacy as some people act this way towards others to feel empowered. Sick, I know, but they need help.
Wait, now he's got an interesting point.
Ron, why don't you just call in?
Yeah, I'm not reading that shit. Jerkman's reading it, and he doesn't tell me what it is half the time, so, you know, just Skype it in. Whatever. But, where was I going with that? That's an interesting point, though. Yeah, so it gives them a feeling of power, like they feel powerless because I'm doing something cool that they wish they could do, so their way of sort of kind of being demeaning by asking a million questions about the shit and being condescending is like their way of getting power?
Uh-huh.
That's interesting. Interesting. I never thought about
Look at it that way?
Yeah.
It's always nice to have a different perspective, isn't it?
That's why I do this shit. That's why it's public, man. Because, you know, I do it.
He's typing me again. Ron, call in. Number 702-609-7626. Give it one more time. 702-609-7626.
Or if you're on Skype, you just Skype us at All Talk Radio.
Yeah, if you're on Skype.
It's kind of my fault. I don't give out the phone number much.
No, you don't.
You know, but fuck, we don't get many callers, so why?
Looks like he's interested in talking, so maybe he should call in.
Maybe he should.
That's my idea. That's what I think.
Unless he's listening to an archive.
If he is, he's on point with what we're talking about right now.
I know he is pretty on point with what we're talking about. So, but this is why I do it. I mean, I do invite people's opinions to it,
right?
Because I know my opinion is not the only one,
and your opinion sucks.
I mean, my opinion is the only one that matters, but
of course,
who gives a shit? You know, because it's my show. But God damn it, I still like to hear other people's opinions. You know, I need something to have fun. I need
something coughing on the air, right?
Yeah, exactly. Blow your AIDS on the air.
I just did. What are you gonna do about it?
Give
your opinion now. Come on, son of a bitch.
Okay. Well, I think you're an AIDS attrition. What was that?
I was drinking
in your nostrils.
Yeah, trying to blow it out on you. I figured you needed a light snack. You're used to that kind of taste.
You know, by the way you talk, I'm getting laid all the time. But obviously, we know that's not true. So yeah, I wonder what kind of my shit is too. Like sometimes after being on the air for 2 hours and talking, I just want to ride home and sort of zone out of my mind. You know what I'm saying? And, not really fucking entertain you niggas. You know, you want to hear some shit, pull up the archive. It's on YouTube, youtube.com/the STIM radio, or go to youtube.com/all talk radio. You can listen to the archives.
He said he will soon. You guys will meet. And that's when he's going to be at the, April 13th at the karaoke that night.
Or 3rd,
Or 3rd, excuse me. I said 13th?
Yeah, you said 13th.
I'm thinking of Friday the 13th, my lucky happy day.
There you go.
No, April 3rd when we go over to Ballets or whatever it is, and we're going to take STIM Radio down that night and go over and have some fun and meet and greet and sing. And
fuck yeah, man.
And, I'm just wondering, this is a new place. I wonder if because she knows the guy, so I'm sure that you're going to be able to do your normal singing.
Parodies. You're not going to have some fucking, that wasn't funny.
I don't know. Yeah, like we did that one.
That motherfucker at the Hawaiian play, he was like...
Aloha, woha, whatever it was.
He was hating that shit. He was like, why do you make fun of the music, man?
Well, look at the time we went down to Champagne's that one night, and that girl... You take that blind man up there to do all that stuff. It's just
Well, those people,
doors in the windows.
I don't really give a fuck about them because they're
I don't
customers. But then when the person who's the DJ,
Right.
you know, is kind of like, what an asshole. Like, man, come on, dude. We're paying you to fucking...
Let us have fun.
Yeah, exactly. We're paying your salary, and we're making people laugh at the process.
It's
so who gives a
not
shit?
professional. It's
Oh.
karaoke. Look up
Right.
the word karaoke. What does it mean?
Japanese for no talent?
Yes, exactly right.
Because how many talentless fucks get up there? Nobody gets offended by them. You know, they butchered a song in a shitty way. You know, God, I'll never look at Nick Kershaw's Wouldn't It Be Good ever fucking again.
Even when I tried to fix it up for you, it just didn't work.
Yeah, I'm still thinking back to Bobby all off, or what was his name?
Bob.
What's his name?
Bob.
Four Wheelin' Bob?
Yeah, Bob Randall.
With his Bob Randolph?
Bob Randall.
Oh, that's funny. It's Randolph for him, huh?
Yeah.
Because the guy that ran me over is Bob Randolph.
Oh, really?
That's why I thought that's who you meant.
Maybe he changed his name because he four-wheeled over your ass.
Hey, four-wheeled in a fucking Grand Am.
Ran over a Blinky.
I'm Bob Randolph. I ran off.
I ran that off the fucking road.
Ran off and
Oh,
after
wait a minute. Ran off the off-road Bob Four. Oh, there you go. It was
There's
him.
our connection. Bob Randolph.
The road. Off-road is four-wheeling.
Wow, that fucker's there every week, every day we go, though. Every time we're at karaoke, he's
He
there.
wasn't there the last time, not for New Year's Eve.
Oh, he wasn't?
No,
I thought he was.
No,
for
I
some
didn't see him. No, that was somebody else that was just as crappy singing.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I see that as disrespectful to the song too when you sing it like shit. But hey, who the fuck am I? You know what I'm saying? So, fuck them in their ass walls. That's what I say. I say,
You know, there was something like right there. And sometimes you make it way too fucking
why don't
easy.
you just do it? Go for it, as you would say.
You really,
Yeah.
you really want me to do
Go ahead,
this?
you fuck.
Well, no, represent. Do it like you did.
What did I say? Fuck them in their ass walls?
Yeah.
Okay.
And only if you have some coupons for Red Lobster.
Uh-huh.
And then you get a buy one, get fuck free.
Why, you want to take me to Red Lobster?
You know, I've never been there. We should go there someday.
We should.
I have never been to Red Lobster. You're telling me how great these fucking biscuits are.
Oh, those biscuits are great. Anybody tells you how great those
Yeah,
biscuits
I've actually
are.
heard other people say that they're fucking awesome and that. What are they, cheese biscuits or
You know,
butter biscuits or
they
something?
are, yeah.
Yeah, they're cheese biscuits, I've heard.
But they're very good.
But they're cheese biscuits.
Yeah, see, there you got to play that fucking game. They're cheese.
No,
It says cheese.
no, I won't because I do that. I don't like tomatoes, but
Right.
I eat tomato sauce.
Ah.
Sometimes I'll eat certain stewed tomatoes if they're in mixed. So I wouldn't do that.
Okay, cool. Because I know I've had a lot of people be like, well, what do you mean? They're
I know.
cheese
I hear
biscuits.
people say the same shit. Well, you want a tomato? No, I don't like tomatoes. Well, do you eat pizza? Yeah. Well, it has tomato sauce. Well, yeah, but it doesn't taste like a fucking tomato.
That's all right. When I was up in Carson City, I had one of my coworkers tell another coworker not to order pizza because I don't like pizza. And I said, well, where'd you get that from? I said, we've ordered pizza before.
Because of the cheese.
Yeah, and she was like, well, I thought you don't like cheese. I'm like, I can't taste the cheese on the pizza. So, yeah, that was her. That was their thing. She was like, oh, I didn't think you liked pizza. I'm like,
So she did it for you.
yeah, pretty much. Oh, don't order pizza. Maxwell doesn't like pizza. I love pizza. Fuck you talking about? That's like one of my favorite foods, probably. So, but of course, I get all kinds of grief from that shit. What are you talking about? You don't like cheese. You know what? I even do bagels with cream cheese. You know, I do that shit too.
But like I said, I do it. You know, there's certain times that I can tolerate a taste of something that has tomato in it.
Right.
But it's not. But I'm not going to just bite into a fucking tomato. I don't like the taste of a tomato.
Exactly. You're. That's just not your personal preference.
Like you're not going to grab a handful of cheese and just jam it down your throat. Yeah.
This is great, man. I'm just gonna start eating this shit. So, well, or what's the other one that I usually get? Oh, here's the best one. Oh, you probably don't eat cheesecake. I'm like, come on, dude. That tastes nothing like cheese. You know what I'm saying? So, actually, you know who did that was, and out of all people, really shocked the fuck out of me. My mom. She was like, oh, you probably don't like cheesecake. And I'm like, Mom, it's cheesecake. It's not cheese. You know, it's just, I don't know, man. You can't. And then, of course, stuff people don't like. You know, people are weird with their tastes with the food. You know, like, what's the big one? Well, a lot of people just, they don't, I don't think they've really, when people tell you that they don't like something, I think in a lot of cases, they haven't even eaten it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they probably haven't even tried this, but they'll say they don't like it. You know, oh, no, I don't like that. Well, how do you know?
There's certain things that I don't like, and I know I don't have to taste it to know I wouldn't like it.
Right. Well, like, I guess sushi. You've never eaten sushi.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fish person. I know I'm not going to like, if I don't like it fucking cooked, why am I going to like it fucking raw?
Well, yeah, if you don't like fish, period.
Yeah, I'm not a fish guy. So they're like, well, how do you know? You didn't, well, you know what? I know I don't like to eat shit, and I don't have to fucking try it to find out I don't want to eat shit.
Take a mouthful of asshole.
Yeah, so it's one of those things, you know, everybody's got their stuff. You know, I know what I would like. And, you know, if I think there may be a chance I'd like it, I will try it.
Yeah, yeah. But in this case, I mean, I don't know. I just think a lot of people say they don't like stuff when they've never even, you know, and it's not, they don't even think that deep into it. They just think it looks gross or whatever the case may be. But I don't think they actually tried it to say, oh, you know what? I do not like this for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So what can you fucking do?
Not try it.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, because you know, there's certain things that, you know, you ate the biscuits, you tried them.
Sure. And they're good.
And you
I
liked
love
them. But you knew if somebody come up and said, well, if you tried that, then you would like biscuits with cheese dripping on the top.
And you're like, no.
Because you know that just because you tried one thing and kind of liked it doesn't mean that every fucking variation of it you're going to love now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, well, you're right, man. Cheese fucking dipped biscuits are going to be just as good.
I've changed my mind and everything. I just love cheese on everything now. My sardines, I want it on my, you know, I want it on my ice cream. I want cheese everywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how they think you've just changed your mind. You know, like, oh, well, you eat it this way, so therefore you're going to eat it that way.
So, and people have weird ways, but it's mostly because they want you to try what they like.
Yeah, well, if you don't like what I like, then there's something wrong with you, obviously. You know.
So and it's like an alcoholic, you know, or someone that's drunk. Oh, drink with me.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't want to be the only one eating cheese.
Well, it's like, okay, well, here's a big issue I run into with Mac Metro. He gets upset because I don't like sports.
Right.
You know, that's a big thing with him. He's like, man, dude,
just give it a chance.
Well, his deal is, I think if you were able to see, you'd like sports. And I'm like, yeah, I'd probably be a pretty lame fucking dude, too. You know?
So if you could see, you would like it. Because when you're watching it, all they're doing is running and slapping each other's asses. And you know, it's more exciting, even though this sounds stupid coming out of my mouth, to hear it than it would be to even watch it. It's even more piss-ass boring seeing it.
Actually, yeah, I guess it would be, huh?
It is. I mean, so wait, you see these guys and they're running down the field, they got a ball, and they get tackled. All right, what to do da? Who get to do that?
Right, as opposed to when you're listening
and you hear
to
them
it.
Going, he's out of the 40, he's out of the 30. Oh, he's got the birds, get the fumble, he got the fumble.
At least the commentary could be exciting if you wanted it to be. But I'm just not into sports. It's just not my thing.
It's kind of weird, though. You think you would be.
Oh, yeah?
Because you're into men and men's locker rooms.
Oh, yeah. You like to hike when Jeremy's standing behind you. We'll be right back.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that.
What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil. I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck. In your core like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution. More income and less confusion. What you gonna do? Where you gonna go? Who you gonna talk to get the info? And get money. You can talk to me. You can talk to me. We got what you need. Or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system.
Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund, we have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul.
I love you. You are my girl.
Hip-hop bangers like. Hip-hop bangers like.
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks, life.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic light, you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We
free speech.
are
First Amendment protection
anonymous.
material.
And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Now back to the man with super senses, smelling and hearing, the blind dude Maxwell.
Oh, yes, bitches. So here it is, the final fucking segment.
It is.
And what are we going to talk about? You know what? Speaking of food, Steve came over yesterday and we made brownies. But here's the thing.
Did you spike them with anything?
No, we do. Probably should have.
You probably should have.
But no, you know what happened is we, Dottie, who's our cleaning lady, you know, the one that does, because she does his house and she does mine too. And she took him to the store, but she didn't tell him there was a package of something else in the brownie mix. And so we dump in the brownie mix, and he's telling me what to do and everything.
Right.
And he goes, "Here, let me stir real quick." So then, luckily, he came over and he started, feeling the batter and feeling what we're stirring. He's like, "Wait a minute, there's a package in here." So there was a package of some shit in there.
In the batter?
Yeah, it was like part of the mix, I guess. And I don't know if you open it up and dump it in, but that's what we wound up doing. We're like, fuck it, let's just dump the shit in it.
How big was this package?
Just a small, the size of your hand or something.
You better hope it wasn't that fucking stuff that they put in there that's poisonous. It gets you sick after a while.
Well,
like a week or two, you start to fucking. It's to keep it preservative. It's a stay fresh thing.
Is that what those are?
Yes, you're not supposed to mix that in. It's poison, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, and what it does is it's called what the hell? I can't even remember, but it's a little stay fresh thing. It's supposed to be put in your, and it says directly on it, which is bad for blind people. Do not eat. Poisonous.
Well, I mean, why the fuck would you throw that in your?
They put it right in with the stuff. They mix it right in. They put it in a package that's not supposed to let anything seep out, but keep the freshness in. But it's poison.
I have seen in certain things like, in vitamins and shit, they have those things in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or these little packages. Well, I don't know.
Maybe Ron's listening. Maybe he knows what it is. It's called. I can't remember what it's called right now, but the little packets that they put in stuff to keep things fresh.
Well, we didn't know what it was. We just poured the shit in, thinking, hey,
Yeah, you got to watch that shit.
Actually, although, you know what? My stomach.
Yeah, probably digest it and be fine.
Be like, it ain't shit. Yeah, and if it was poisonous, I'm sure I'd be sick by now.
No, actually, it takes up to sometimes 2 to 3 weeks. What it does is it lays in the stomach, sits at the bottom of the colon, and I'm not lying, it actually starts eating and rotting at the inside of you. Yeah, it's bad shit.
Oh, nice.
And people bitched about it all the time. Like, why would you put this shit in fucking food? Why would you mix it right in with the food?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's if you're putting poison right next to food. How does
it makes sense.
How does it make it fresh? I don't get that.
But it's supposed to. Shit. As a matter of fact, they sometimes even put it with electronical stuff and shit. It's just weird that they're putting it in with everything.
Well, I mean, electronic stuff I can see, but something you're gonna eat and consume.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, dude.
Yep. They put it right in. As a matter of fact, they hang on. I think I got one right here. They put it in my baby aspirin I've been taking.
Okay, yeah, like I said, I've seen them in vitamins.
Yeah, let me see. Let me get it out here.
Let me see the size of it.
Well, this is a tiny bottle, so it's going to be a tiny
smaller one.
Let me see if I can get it out here.
Because it was like a package, and he opened it, and we dumped it in. Although he's been cooking for a while, man. I kind of trust his judgment on shit like that. Oh, yeah, a little thing like that? I think it was way bigger than that.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but this is only, look, here's the bottle it comes in. That's why. It depends on the size of it. Here's the size of the bottle.
That's a little bottle, yeah. Well, and it wasn't...
it says right on it, do not eat. They're called pillow packs.
Yeah, that was more, the stuff that was in those, though, was more pellety.
That's what these are. These are pellets.
Right. No, the stuff we dumped in was more powdery.
Well, see, feel that. They're little tiny. Depends on what they use.
Yeah, this had more of a, well...
Yeah, kind of like that.
I don't know. I didn't, to be honest with you, I didn't feel the package.
You'll find out in a little bit.
Yeah, I guess we will, huh?
You'll find out in like a week or two if you all of a sudden start to get very severe stomach bleeding and, and shit.
Yeah, but you know what I've learned?
Right.
Never trust you when it comes to anything medical.
Hey, I'm just trying to pass on the information. Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah, but I've heard you try to, like push it and make it a little more.
Don't worry about it. It'll only kill you.
A little more than it is.
No, it is kind of stupid that they do put that stuff in with.
That's really fucking stupid. But anyway, we dumped it in, and then we left them cooking too long. The brownies turned out kind of hard. They weren't very. They was like, shit, that kind of sucks. And then he brought me some bacon, which was pretty cool because most of the bacon you buy in the store is like that wet shit. It's like slimy and kind of nasty, and you have to cook it to make it good. So he got the bacon like this dry bacon. It's big, but the thing is, it's a lot of work. You got to cut the package and put it in foil and freeze it. I'm just like, that's too much fucking work, man.
See, I like and this is kind of weird, but I used to love bacon, but now I've grown accustomed to the turkey bacon. I love turkey bacon.
Now, how is that? Does that come?
Oh, that stuff's it's not like regular bacon. You can throw it in and you only take like 3 minutes and it's done.
And is it wet and slimy when you pull it out of the thing?
Well, yeah, they always are.
Okay.
All bacon. It's not as bad as regular bacon, though.
Oh, okay, because he found this other shit that you actually, you cut it up, then you put the chunks in like foil, and then freeze it and take it out as you need it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a big pound of bacon, basically, is what it is. And
I've become a fan of the turkey bacon because the turkey bacon actually, you're a lot less likely to get trichinosis from it.
Right.
You can undercook it, but it's not like bacon that's going to make you sick if you do. And I guess it could. Yeah. Because it's not cooked right, but it only takes a couple minutes each side. You don't have to burn it to make sure it's cooked all the way. I just like it better, and it tastes exactly like fucking bacon.
Well, you can microwave bacon.
Yeah, you can.
Which I actually like it that way. That's how I used to eat it as a kid.
Right.
So instead of that dry, crispy, I kind of like it, with a little bit of grease in it.
Well, see, and that's why I think you would like turkey bacon. Turkey bacon's just like that.
Huh. The thing is, though, it's like when I'm pulling it out of the package, it's wet and kind of slimy.
Well, yeah, it's because they put it in some kind of stuff to help preserve it. That's a preservative.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the stuff he found was actually, it was easier to handle in my case,
Well, what you do is just take it, and what I do is always run it underwater just to run all that stuff off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just take it underwater. It gets all that preservative and that shit they put in there off of it.
It doesn't make it wetter and slimier, though?
No, it actually just takes it off, and you just toss it in a pan and cook it up.
Huh. That's interesting.
I even do that with hot dogs and stuff. I always rinse my food off before I cook it up because they put a lot of shit in this stuff nowadays.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
And I know you're ultra,
weird,
paranoid about food, and like you won't eat anything anyone makes. Matter of fact, speaking of that, has Humvee ever cooked? Yeah, Humvee's cooked for you.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that, man? For a guy who doesn't like to eat,
it takes a while. It takes a while to get used to, because she cooks even different. Even if I didn't have my paranoias and stuff like that, she still cooks different than I do.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, but she made some like potatoes with eggs and stuff like that in the mornings, and I like it. It's good.
So
She's a good cook, yeah.
It's just funny because I know, when people have made stuff in the past and brought it in, you're like, I'm not eating that. Fuck that.
But I know her and I see her, and it's kind of it's kind of weird when people bring me food. I never used to be that way, but then there was a day when I gotten sick a couple times from things that people brought to me.
Oh, interesting.
So I was like, okay, could put me a little bit on the paranoid side of eating stuff that people bring to me.
Yeah, because I remember even when Kaylee used to cook and bring shit in,
I was like, here, you can have it.
Yeah, you're like, I don't want that. Because she'd bring like one for you and one for me. And
it was sweet of her, but
I don't think Kaylee would have poisoned you, man.
No. I don't think it's poisoned. I just don't know how people prepare things.
Oh, so
how
it's
clean they are.
Their way of doing it. Like,
yeah.
It's an unknowing type thing.
Yeah, and I know when you go to a restaurant, you don't know that either.
Sure, that's what I'm saying.
But at the same time, I see how dumb society is at times.
Oh, yeah, that's true, and people aren't really taking precautions like they should.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I throw caution to the wind when it comes to food. I wonder
Really?
why. Yeah.
Would have never guessed. Not you.
Because I love food so much, I guess. It's my
Someday food will be the death of you.
It probably will be.
It will be.
That or running my mouth. It's my mouth or food are going to be.
I think you're going to be eating while running your mouth to somebody.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Talking shit to them?
Talking shit.
And they're going to poison me or something.
You're going to get poisoned or killed or, something like that.
Yeah. There's another thing that scares me, too. Like,
someone poisoning you?
Yeah, you're dating.
Because you wouldn't know.
You're dating a crazy bitch, and all of a sudden she's, like, poisoning your food.
You don't have to have sight not to fucking know.
Well, that's it. But it's even worse, when you're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And, kind of like the burglary thing that we were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
People think because you don't see, you're a more likely mark for that kind of shit. Like, oh, I could do it even easier than I could a sighted
There's a
person.
ton of blind men in their graves right now being poisoned by a woman, and they weren't blind.
Well, that's it. And there's probably, but the thing is, they assume that you'd be easier to poison.
Well, you should.
Because you're blind.
Because you're blind. You won't see it.
Right. You won't see me dumping the fucking.
Like you're going to see him put poison in the first fucking place. You're going to taste it or get sick from it.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to be like, I see poison in there.
Well, no. But the thing is, they're more likely they could do it in front of you and figure that, you'll never catch them, and they can poison you. People don't think, like you were just saying, look at society. Look how fucking dumb they are.
Yeah.
So, that's always my thing, too. Like, don't ever fucking poison me.
What are you going to do? If they poison you, you're a dead man.
I'm dead, I'll haunt their ass.
Oh. Hope that works, right?
Oh, yeah. I will haunt their ass. That's what I'll do.
What if haunting doesn't happen? What if you're dead and you're just fucking dead?
And I'm just dead? I can't do anything? Well, my spirit's got to go somewhere.
Yeah, it will.
So, I can...
You'll go to Red Lobster and get raped overnight.
Go ahead, you fuck. Give it a jerkman. Go ahead, you fuck.
It'll be raped routinely by a penetrating penis to the anus.
How is the spirit going to get raped? Shouldn't the spirit be doing the raping? So, those are like the big ones for me, Anything that compromises my health in any way.
Right.
So whether it's physical abuse or, like I said, somebody poisoning some shit that I'm using, that would fuck with me. That would be.
You could even have involuntary poisoning. Someone not cook something right.
Well, yeah, that's accidental.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. So it doesn't have to be on purpose that you end up dead.
True. And just you try to
We don't know how long we're here.
That's true.
None of us truly do. So
nah, we're here, we're gone, we're whatever.
Yep. It's a short time.
But hey, I'm gonna live life while I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until somebody poisons you.
Not gonna be afraid.
Or kills you.
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna kill you.
That's what's gonna happen.
No. You will not get out of, my friend, you will not get out of being beaten at the nursing home.
So you don't think I'm going to die of natural causes? You think somebody's going to beat my ass?
I think someone's going to kick your ass. Because you're getting grumpier as you get older, and I don't see it getting any better.
No, I don't either.
So,
you're right. But look at the way things go. Do you blame me? Shit.
Well, no, but like I said, I don't see it getting, and now keep in mind, the people that are going to be in the nursing homes taking care of you are the ones being raised right now on Common Core.
Oh,
you are fucked, my friend.
So we have very dumb fucking people, which I hate
Cancer is
anyway.
going to take my ass out long before you're dead. So
I'm going to get my ass whooped to death, huh?
You're going to get whooped to death. Like I said, they're going to come in, hold the pillow over your. They're going to fart in your face and hold the pillow over it. They're going to do all kinds of shit to you. They're going to put shit in your ass that any human should never have to feel being entered through the anus.
Well. Now, why does things have to go up my ass? What makes you? What's the deal with having things go up the ass all the time?
Because no man wants to have shit jammed in their ass.
Well, of course not.
So that's what they're going to do: jam shit in your ass.
Nice. How do you know they're not going to jam shit up my dickhead?
Oh.
Yeah, which is even more painful, I would imagine.
Yeah, that is. I've actually had, because they do those.
The catheters. And
well, no, they did a test, sexual disease test. You get them done so often.
Those cultures?
Yeah. Oh my God, that big long fucking metal Q-tip in your fucking dick and twisted on the way in.
I've never had one, but I've had friends tell me about it.
Oh, wait till you get one.
Well, I've never had a sexual disease.
You don't have to have one. That's just a test to make sure you're clean. So you've never had the total culture done to see if you're clean of any. You may have vermin down in your nut sack.
Oh, yeah, maybe I do.
You have vermin down
maybe
there.
I jizz out rats.
You might. I don't know.
So, but where the fuck were we before you derailed this whole
I
thing?
didn't derail this. You did this time.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, but It's gonna be either my eating or some fucking, you know, somebody's gonna not be able to take what I said and get mad and kick my ass.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh well, fuck it. That's living.
Yeah, if that's what you want to call it. But that's all right. Like I said, you know, I will be dead, and I will be, if there is such thing as a spirit, I'll be watching it going, wow, how many damn things can they jam up that poor man's ass? I told him it was coming. You know, fucking gerbils dancing up there, ferrets people going to bring in. They're going to make devices never even made before just to jam up your ass.
Well, you know what? If I got to go to assisted living, I'm not going. That shotgun in my closet, it's getting used.
So you'd shoot yourself?
Fuck yeah. If I had to go to assisted living,
really?
Because I go in, you know, don't forget I work, you know, in that sort of field. You know what I'm saying? I'm in those places all the time.
And you don't want to be one of them?
I don't want to end up in those places. Fuck that. No.
You don't want to end up there just because of your mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, shit, you know, wow.
I mean,
I feel for you and your anus already, and it hasn't even happened.
I told you, I'm not going. It ain't happening. I will shoot myself before I go in one of those places. Seriously, because you're already halfway dead when you're there. I think a lot of those places, they kill you. Shit, when we put my grandma on assisted living, that was her downhill spiral. You know, after that, you know, a year after we put her in assisted living, guess what? She was dead. Wow. So
kind of fucked up, huh?
Yeah, well, that's what I think. I think assisted living doesn't... it takes off your life. It doesn't add quality to your life, contrary to what what they tell you in there.
Right.
Oh, assisted living. It's. I love this one for hospice. They always tell you hospice isn't the end of life.
Yes, it is.
Rather, it's
it's a door opening for a new one.
Something like that.
If you're in hospice, you're pretty much dead.
Yeah, the word hospice means death. Yeah, exactly. So when
with your name on it.
When they start saying that shit, they're like, "Oh, it's not," and they always push it that way. You know,
well, that's because they want people to think it's a nice place to go.
It's death. It's fucking. You go there when you're gonna die.
You're going to die.
You know, and they're like, no, it's just a change of life. It's just a no.
You're gonna die.
It's called death.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
You're on your way in heaven's door.
Whenever somebody mentions hospice, I've never heard anything good. I've never heard anybody getting out of hospice.
Yeah, man, I went to hospice last week, got feeling better, got out.
That hospice shit, they really took care of me, too. I mean, goddamn.
They take you out in a body bag.
I was at death's door, and hospice brought me back. No, hospice doesn't make money off people living.
No.
They make money off people dying.
And they make plenty of good money because they're always hopping you up with something and shooting you with shit just to make those days last a little longer so the insurance can pay.
Oh, of course. Well, that's all it is.
Make your last days on earth pleasant.
Pleasant, with plenty of drugs that we give you.
I'm sure my last days will be pleasant because I'll be hopped up on all kinds of morphine and dying of cancer with morphine and shit in my head.
That just sounds great, man.
Yeah, it sounds like fun. I went to a couple of places and seen people pass from cancer, and it's not pretty.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. It's fucked up to watch anybody in those kind of states.
Yeah.
Where they're, like, vegetative and, you know.
Yeah,
I've decided I'm not going to assisted living alone. Yeah, that's not my
Can't you at least go there like 1 or 2 days so I can at least witness this dead or alive? I want to see how many things they can jam in you.
I'm not. Okay. I'm going to go there so I can get things jammed up my ass for your pleasure. That makes a lot of sense.
You don't know. At the end of it may actually be your pleasure.
No, that's Red Lobster. I got you with your own shit.
You did.
I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm GJ, not going to fucking hospice Jerkman. And that's the story there, bitches. See ya.
Show.